Hello, my name is LaShonda Harden. I coordinate leadership and service learning programs for the Department of Campus Life here at Clayton State University. I want to talk to you today about motive-driven leadership under the theme Commanders, Kings, and Celebrities. What is your motive? We will discuss motivation and how it affects your leadership, 3 different leadership styles that have self-driven motives, and finally, a team-driven motive leadership style. The definition of motivation is the psychological feature that causes someone or something to act in a certain way. Let's do a quick self-assessment. You are the president of an organization. What factors go into the decisions you make that affect the organization? Or you are a committee chair or the coordinator in charge of a particular area. What factors dictate what you report back to the group and what you don't? Maybe you are a general member of an organization. What factors affect who you vote for or what programs and events you decide to support? Are your motives self-driven for your personal benefit or team-driven for what's the good of the group? At this point in our lives, I think we're all capable of deducing when someone's motives are truly genuine or if there's some shadiness going on. And it doesn't matter who it is, group members, family members, team members, roommates, and let's face it, even babies and dogs can sense when someone's motives are wrong. As new leaders or experienced leaders, it's important for you to recognize your personal motivation for leading. Your motives as a leader will determine your decisions. Does it enhance your wisdom and objectivity? Your direction, that is, your style and your approach, and how the team will ultimately advance or fail. It will determine your duration, how long you last in that position. And finally, your donation. Do you increase the value of the team? Are you an asset or a liability? And what type of legacy will you leave behind? In other words, why you do something will ultimately determine what you do as a leader. Now, let's look at 3 styles of self-driven leadership. As we go through them, I want you to think about who this style applies to, how motivation fits into the style, and the decision each type of leader would make. We will also consider some of the positive attributes this style may have. First, we have commanders. You know these people. They have a top-down, heavy-handed leadership style, and they are motivated by their strong desire for power. Commanders want control. Typically, interaction with them is one-way communication from their point of view. They have the power over the team, and the team should just do as they say and don't ask any questions. Interestingly enough, some commanders don't start out as commanders, but as they have gotten older and jaded, or maybe have grown impatient with people, they eventually took on the attitude of just do what I want you to do. The goal of the commander is to enforce the rules and their authority. But sometimes that type of leader is necessary. Think military. If you are in active combat, it's not practical for soldiers to form a committee and wait and see what the majority wants to do. Next are the kings. The kings represent a slightly different style of leader than the commander. Where commanders want control, kings want compliance. Kings love tradition. They have a vested interest in keeping things the way they've been in the past. It's almost like once this person got into their position, their entire goal in life is to keep that position. Kings are all about maintaining order, which really is not necessarily a bad thing. However, people who are unable or unwilling to change are likely going to be ineffective leaders because society itself is constantly changing and evolving. The difference between kings and commanders are that kings are willing to compromise. They usually won't take risk unless that risk will help them maintain and manage what is already established. The bottom line, kings like to maintain stability. Why? Because stability is the best way to remain king. Finally, we have the celebrities. Celebrities are my favorites. They are my favorite to watch because they're just fun. Celebrities' focus revolves around the perks and the popularity that comes from being a leader. The celebrity is motivated not by control, not by compliance, but by credit. They have a desire for applause and affirmation. Celebrities are the type of people who like to have their name and or their photo on any and everything. Celebrities are the ones that post videos on YouTube and keep track of how many people watch them. Celebrities love having everybody on campus as their Facebook friends and is adamant about tagging themselves in every photo that comes up. The highlight of their life is to get someone famous to follow them on Twitter. Those are celebrities, and I love to watch them. An interesting thing about celebrities is that they are actually peacemakers. They want peace between all parties in their organization. They want for everyone to get along and to be happy. You know why? Because fighting, negativity, and drama takes away their shine and their spotlight. So again, celebrities, just like the other styles, are not necessarily the bad people. And most of the time, they are really, really good at what they do. With a celebrity as a leader, your event will be well marketed. You will have the best entertainment. You will have the nicest decorations, and probably the most people on campus will come. However, when motivation is just for self-recognition, that does diminishes one's ability to lead well and make good decisions, and ultimately it makes it frustrating to the rest of the team. So, what do we do? Each of these descriptions, the commander, the king, and the celebrity, represents motives that are selfish and self-driven. These people make decisions based on what works best for them and not what works best for the team. It is common, if we are truthful with ourselves, that we have fallen into one of these categories at some point of our lives. It's human nature. But these motives in excess represent an unhealthy leadership style. In order to be effective as a leader, you will have to recognize those areas where you struggle and acknowledge if any decisions you make are based on selfish, ego-driven motives that do not support what's best for your organization. Just like you can tell when someone's motives are not entirely genuine, others can sense that in you also. That type of underlying tension will eventually impede progress and the purpose of your organization, no matter how strong it may be, all because the selfish motives of the leader. So, what's the solution? What type of leadership will be relevant, healthy, and ultimately successful? I'm glad you asked me that question. Connectors. Once a leader shifts their motives away from themselves, their style will shift as well. One of the most effective leadership styles is that of a connector. It was this type of leadership style that made 66% of the voters between the ages of 18 and 29 vote for President Barack Obama in 2008. Commanders need control over their team. Kings need compliance over their teams. Celebrities need credit from their team. Connectors don't need the team to affirm their value. They know that ultimately it isn't about the individual, it's about connecting the team. What do connectors do well? Connectors connect their team to a cause. Why are we here? What is our purpose? Connectors also connect team members to each other. Have you noticed people that work in Target and Walmart are called team members and associates? It makes people believe that they are all one. Connectors connect team members to their strengths. Everyone is good at something. Connectors are good at figuring that out and knowing where to place them. Lastly, connectors connect teams relationally. Remember those sayings, team, together, everyone achieves more? Connectors are the type of people that will have their entire organization wearing those type of t-shirts. Connectors understand that they are ultimately responsible for the outcomes. They are motivated by the team effort and understand that their job is to maximize the potential of each team member. It means they are willing to share power, unlike commanders. They are willing and open to change and progress, not like the kings. and they are willing to let others flourish and shine without regards of who gets the credit, unlike celebrities. So, that leads us back to our original point. What is your motive for leading? If you don't remember anything else from this presentation, I want you to be able to honestly recognize the motives behind the decisions you make as a leader. Does it classify you as a commander, a king, a celebrity, or a connector? What will be the long and short-term effect of those decisions? Think about the way you lead and the way you want to be led. If you have any additional questions about this presentation, please feel free to contact me at the Department of Campus Life, LaShonda Hardin, at clayton.edu, 678-466-5433. Thank you.